Our top story starts with a plugin most site owners never think twice about. OMGF, short for Optimize My Google Fonts, lets WordPress sites host Google Fonts locally instead of pulling them from Google servers for speed and privacy. The Pro version adds extra optimization features, including a way to cache style sheets from other websites. That caching feature is where the problem lies. OMGF Pro scans a page for references to outside style sheets and automatically fetches and saves a copy. And that scan isn't picky about where on the page the reference comes from or what kind of file comes back. An attacker can plant that reference somewhere the site reflects user input back onto the page, a search box for example, then point it at a file they control, and OMGF Pro will fetch that file and save it straight into the site's upload folder. Exploitation doesn't require a login, and no check is done on what type of file it actually is. If that file is a PHP script, all it takes to run is a second, equally unauthenticated request. Visiting the file's new web address directly executes it as code. This one came through our own bug bounty program. We began responsible disclosure with OMGF's developer on June 23rd and had a firewall rule protecting Wordfence Premium, Care, and Response customers the very next day. Attackers had a working exploit within about a day of that rule going out, while disclosure was still underway and before the developer's own public alert. It started small. Then, once the issue became more widely known, it scaled up fast. As of this recording, our firewall has logged more than 60,000 blocked attack attempts across nearly 8,000 sites. That early wave had a pattern to it too. Nearly half of the sites hit in those first hours were on German domains, and more than half were German, Austrian, or Swiss. That tracks with OMGF Pro's user base, which skews European and points to attackers going after known users of the plugin rather than scanning the internet at random. We also found that the same domain hosting this attack, elimitate.com, also turned up in a completely different WordPress plugin attack back in the spring, a similar file upload bug in the caching plugin called Breeze Cache. This was a different plugin and a different vulnerability, but the same attacker infrastructure months apart. The developer has since confirmed active exploitation, published indicators of compromise, and shipped a fix in version 5.2.7. If you or a client runs OMGF Pro, update to 5.2.7 now. Wordfence Premium, Care, and Response customers have been covered since June 24th. Free users get this rule on our standard 30-day schedule.